And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to some post esports NBA 2K action. My name is Sandwich, and we have an interesting match on the screen for everyone as we have a pair of adjustments go up immediately. Of course, no leaks, but as we look at the matchup at the top of your screens, I'm sure you've seen the meme. It is Post University versus Post University. Psychic going up against gdolla0. Certainly going to be an interesting match, I imagine. Both opponents very familiar with each other's game here tonight. I can imagine that will certainly play a part in today's festivities. Both players coming in at 4-1, near the top of the pool in the ECAC. Believe they are 3rd and 8th respectively off the top of my head, but again, they have the same record, so it's all the same. Psychic catching his loss just last week. If you didn't catch that, it was a banger of a set. There was overtime. It was close games all around. I believe gdolla0 caught his loss a bit earlier in the season, but regardless, both teams should be an interesting matchup as we get back into the action here. Starting off, we have Psychic on his Lakers. gdolla0, shifty dreams. Well, Psychic getting shifty to start this game. Nice little move with Bobby Portis. So gdolla0 almost throwing a turnover on his first possession. Manages to avoid it, but is gdolla0 on those Lakers? The midi is good. It's clean. It's green. gdolla0 not going to be a slacker. Both of these players coming in similar records. Gonna see if it's similar skill set or we have a different animal and the same beast scenario. Psychic getting shifty again, but he opts to pass it out. Now some back and forth. It's Giannis with an open three-pointer. It's a late release off the backboard, not even hitting the rim. A rough start. gdolla0, the Eagles certainly going to be happy with that possession. Oh, maybe not. The Eagles got to steal. They go back and forth. There's Middleton. Psychic coming up with the dunk. Milwaukee up 4-2 now. gdolla0 and his Lakers on the other end. Such a balanced roster. Of course, they have the three-headed dragon. They've got LeBron, got Anthony Davis, Angelo Russell, sneaky good. Oh, this time it's his assist that gets Anthony Davis to score. And beyond those three, I mean, there's so many high-quality players, especially now. Oh, the pass, the steal's no good. Like I able to throw it over the top. But yeah, an interesting pick out of gdolla0 here. Certainly one of the stronger teams to pick in play now because of what we just talked about, the three-headed dragon and how well balanced they are on defense. So many good defenders, and have a guy like AD starting off with a perfect game. Don't really got to worry about if they're lacking on offense, although Psychic trying to show off that offensive juice. An interesting play here. Gets Chris Middleton a running start. He opts not to take it. Now Giannis on the run out. He passes out to Jrue Holiday. It's a missed release, although a wide open shot. Chris Middleton, that's way off. Psychic gets the rebound, opts to slam it home. Don't need any timing for that. So early on in this game, Psychic up just 2 points, though. Oh, the pass is tipped. No steal this time for Psychic, though. Ball still in gdolla0's hands. He goes to Anthony Davis. He knows. We talked about that familiarity. I think Psychic knows, or gdolla0 knows how much Psychic likes to use Brook Lopez and Giannis to kind of roam the paint. We saw him test it earlier. gdolla0, or Psychic rather, testing that release. It's green. Psychic up 11-6 on some fast break 3-point action. Oh, gdolla0 with that pick and roll. Just trying to get past Giannis. Certainly going to be a tough cover. Now opts to lay the ball down low to Anthony Davis. He's got a spin move in his back pocket. Doesn't end up creating any points, though. Now Psychic back on the fast break. He's got a bit of a head of steam. A spin move. Open layup, maybe. He might have passed it out. Oh, maybe for 3 points. The shot just off target. Psychic and gdolla here. A familiarity. Paying dividends. Psychic able to come up with a steal. He knows he's seen gdolla use this pick and roll early on in this game. He's been able to burn him with those passes. Oh, gotta watch out. Psychic almost rising over the top. Psychic's gotta chill. The dunk is no good. Still 11-6 in Psychic's favor. Oh, a little bit of a mismatch for gdolla. The spin move, no good though. Isn't able to get it over the top. Chris Middleton there, and you see that on the bottom of your screen. Psychic's defense, sleeping giant in the wings, and Team Psychic was able to wake it up in a big slam. The offense is awake too. The Lakers want a timeout. They don't want to hear about it. They've had enough. We enter back into the BRB screen. Early on, I mean, that Psychic offense, we talked about how Psychic, we talked about it all season. Psychic likes to put Giannis at point guard, creates mismatches automatically if their opponent is just going to fall asleep and let the CPU run all their lineups. We'll see if gdolla's taken note of that early on. Oh, we're going to get to find out. He made those defensive adjustments immediately. gdolla starting off with a dunk right out of the timeout. It seems the adjustment has been made. We have AD on Giannis. Now, gdolla cutting. He finds Chris Middleton. Shot is no good, but he gets 2 free throws. He's going to go to take a first trip to the line here in this game. And both are good. You see Chris Middleton just running all the way back. He knows. Psychic surely knows as well. That one's clean. That one's green. gdolla yet again with that high ball screen. But on offense, Team gdolla's content to let Giannis remain guarding his point guard. Interesting decision. Maybe the lineup adjustment wasn't quite made, although gdolla can't worry about any of that. He's got some post moves to go. Psychic says no thank you though, and he's off on the fast break again. He's got 5 seconds. He's got to move quickly. Interesting post touch. The Lakers all over it. At the end of the first quarter, the Eagles up big. They're up by 7. Eagles not too far behind. They're only down by 7. Nothing too crazy here. Still a lot of game left to be played. Early on, gdolla's half-court offense been in a straight jacket by Psychic. You know how strong he's been defensively all season. Certainly paying dividends at the moment as we have another timeout. We're going to have no leaks. So just as I say that, perhaps neither player really interested in any crazy adjustments. We head right back in. gdolla again out of the timeout. gdolla's got to figure out how to do that in the regular half-court offense. He's generated back-to-back dunks off of this play out of the timeout. Psychic again digging deep into that playbook. He's got to get past Anthony Davis. Isn't quite able to do so, but he spotted Jrue Holiday open in the corner. It's no good. Psychic's got the board. Oh, but this ball's loose. And it's out of bounds. Lakers ball. Psychic a bit of a misplay. He swapped to Giannis, but then he ends up just running out of bounds. Giannis taking a trip to the stands. Ball ends up sailing right past Psychic. He isn't able to corral it. gdolla ball. Ooh, nice little back door, but it's no good. gdolla's got the board though. Most University have a chance to cut this lead. The Eagles might be very well looking to extend it. They get another steal. Jrue Holiday's open in the corner. Doesn't even need to shoot it. A tough foul. And Psychic yet again going to the line for 2 more free throws. Lakers surrounded with strong defenders. Going to be tough for gdolla to put them to work if they're constantly having to fight from behind, fight and defend from that fast break. On gdolla yet again on the cut. It's blocked, but a foul. gdolla will have a chance to shoot for 2. Almost another one of those electric dunks that gdolla had almost on command there for a second. It's like yet again on the fast break. It's Jrue Holiday. It's off target. gdolla getting away with leaving Jrue Holiday wide open on the fast break. And gdolla's got a bit of a mismatch here. What is he able to cook with it? He's got a bit of a run out, but he's running into teammates. Now this time plays the ball into AD, gets it past Psychic in the paint. A one-on-one matchup. gdolla able to convert. That's Psychic. Again on Anthony Davis. Oh, Giannis, he's got an open shot. He takes it. Psychic never seen an open look he didn't like. The release, unfortunately this time not to fly though. Oh, Psychic, he's running up for Anthony Davis. He knows he's a shooter. But gdolla says, watch this slam instead. Another slam dunk for gdolla here in the second half. Or in the first half, rather. Oh, now Psychic, he knows he has a bit of a mismatch. Takes the post spin move all the way to 2 points. Psychic and gdolla just trading blows in the painted area right now. Well, gdolla might have a bit of a head of steam. Psychic bringing the help down, but he's left a shooter open. I release extra early, and Psychic, this time Psychic going to be the one getting away with leaving a shooter open. Oh, gdolla's trying to set the charge. It works. A magic trick. D'Angelo Russell comes up with the steal. gdolla's got a fast break. He's got to get through Brook Lopez. Opts to play it out. Psychic versus gdolla. Psychic now on the help. Doesn't want to let gdolla cook with a head of steam. Oh, we're back on the 1v1. Although Chris Middleton said, get out of the way, Psychic. Let me handle this. He is able to handle it. Forces gdolla into an early release. Psychic going back the other way. When he sees Chris Middleton, now he's got a bit of a mismatch. The ball swing back to Giannis. Back to Chris Middleton. Open three-pointer. It's no good, but Giannis on the follow. Psychic 2 more points, and the Eagles up 7. gdolla, he's got to cut. He's got to get through. Bobby Portis isn't able to do so. gdolla plays the ball out. Now it's gdolla versus Psychic yet again. That one-on-one matchup. Eagles on Eagles action. gdolla calling for that pick and roll. How is Psychic going to respond? gdolla's got 2 seconds. He's got to go, and quickly. He does, but it's no good. The Eagles corral the rebound, and yet again, the Eagles on the fast break. Oh, Psychic running through a mob of defenders. gdolla able to come up with the ball. Now the Lakers. gdolla on the fast break, but he's running into 2 defenders. He finds a shooter. Opts not to take it. Oh, a little calculation. Trying to get as close to the 3-point line as possible. Unfortunately, not to go. Now Psychic back the other way. Now this time Bobby Portis with a bit of a mismatch, although he's found Anthony Davis in the paint. He doesn't want to take any part of that. He passes the ball out. Psychic dribbling all over the field. gdolla jumping all over the place. Don't want to jump with Giannis, though. Psychic throws it down. Your Eagles up 9. Another timeout here. gdolla certainly not happy about these open looks he's given up as we enter the transition screen. Again, no leaks. gdolla certainly not happy as this lead has ballooned in the second quarter. The Eagles up 9. Or down 9, depending on who you're really looking at. gdolla's struggling on offense. He's got to find opportunities to get out into the fast break. It's created so much for Psychic and his offense to get out running. gdolla's got to look to do the same. In order to do so, he's got to start with that defense. I mean, gdolla called the timeout on the back of a emphatic Giannis jam. Let's see if these adjustments going to level up that Lakers defense. See if gdolla's got another dunk out of the timeout. We saw him call 2 timeouts. He got 2 dunks right out of the timeout as we enter back into the game. We'll see what gdolla's cooked up. Any more out of timeout shenanigans. You see Psychic playing in the corner. He doesn't want to let the center sail by him on another cut. He's watching out for it. gdolla picking and probing. Got to get past Psychic in the paint. He brings it to Psychic's man. Psychic versus gdolla. Psychic forces gdolla to kick it out. Oh, a pump fake. Might have worked there. gdolla forced into a tough shot, but he gets the rebound. Oh, now on the cut this time, it's Austin Reeves, gdolla. Timely cutting. It's generating some decent looks. It's going to have a chance to execute what we talked about, that starting with defense. Although, unfortunately, we've also mentioned how Psychic is able to generate these mismatches at will. It seems it's happened again. Giannis stuck at point guard. gdolla did not make the adjustment, and now it's Giannis got a height mismatch. He's going to get an open slam, and it's dunked. Or it's blocked, rather. Look out below. Psychic eventually able to corral the rebound. And gdolla, he looked so good on defense there. He was just missing that one piece. Psychic was able to punish that, maintain that 9-point lead. So we enter the second half. gdolla again, the big question with him is going to be on the defensive end. Psychic's been able to burn him. On gdolla, that cut. Been able to burn Psychic the whole game. I think he's ran it 4 times. It's worked 3. Certainly a great play in gdolla's playbook at the moment. Psychic reaching into his bag of tricks. Play hasn't exactly worked. Seems to have fizzled out. Psychic running it back. He's created an open shot. It's early though, off target. Now gdolla on the fast break. Surely he sees 35. He gets the ball to him. A big slam, not to be, as he's fouled. gdolla with a chance to cut this lead to 5. It's a green release on the first free throw. Haven't seen too many of those. I believe gdolla hit the last perfect release way back in the 4th quarter, although the second one's off target. He does get the rebound though. Certainly not a bad consolation prize on the miss, but he's only got 3 seconds to make good on it. He's a little too far. He's going to be forced into a tough 3-pointer. Psychic's all over it. And yet again, it's the Bucs. It's your post-University Eagles on the fast break. Oh, the pick and rolls. Joe Ingles, though, he's a slow-footed player. He's not looking to roar up amongst the trees, but he finds the open man in the corner instead. Psychic cashes in, and it leads back up to 9. gdolla running that high pick and roll. He's got to get past Psychic in the corner. He may have found the antidote. Oh, the hesitation move creates a layup. Interesting decision to not take the shot, but it pays off all the same. gdolla able to capitalize off that hesitation. Psychic thought, oh, for sure he's shooting this. I thought so as well. He's able to make him pay, though. He goes under the screen on defense. He gets away with leaving that shooter open. Now Psychic. How is he going to respond defensively? He leaves gdolla open for that cut. That cut that gdolla has put to such brilliant use in this game. And it's 2 more free throws for the Lakers. Fortunately, the first one, no good. gdolla going to be kicking himself. He can't get these free throws to fall. The second one is true. Second one is green. Lead down to 6 for the Eagles. gdolla trying to fight his way back into this game. He's got to start defensively. He forces Psychic to pass out. He picks up a turnover, and it's off to the races. So he's got a wave of Bucs defenders to beat. Number 17 open down in the paint. Psychic plays it to the corner. He's staring at 2 Bucs defenders. Where is the open man? Is the question for gdolla. It seems he's found him. A breakdown, a mismatch. He's in the paint. Plays the ball again to the wing. Psychic just leaving number 12 Mo Bamba open. gdolla passing the ball across court, but he isn't able to find the breakdown. He gets a shot up in time. Almost went in. Not a bad look. But it's no good all the same. And Psychic back on the other end. Oh, Psychic got past 1. Wise foul by gdolla before Psychic got all the way to the cup. Out of bounds. Still Bucs ball. Psychic, we've seen him struggle with his bench unit, although he creates an open 3 here on that pick and roll. Oh, maybe not open. gdolla, the run out. Able to contest. Psychic not able to get a good release. gdolla off to the races. It's 1-on-1 though. Oh, the crossover. He's out. He's out. The crossover, not to fall. Psychic seemingly able to recover on defense. He forgot about the corner. Open shot, and it's green. Lead cut down to 3 for Psychic and the Eagles. Eagles soaring back in this one. How is Psychic going to respond? A kick out off of the pick and roll. It's got a bit of a breakdown. It's an open man in the corner. An open shot, but it's no good. This time, it's the Bucs. It's Psychic in a scoring drought in the second half. gdolla, we talked about that defense. It seems it's upgraded the offense. This time, not able to come up with 3 points. Psychic still up by 3. Make it 5. An emphatic slam on the fast break. Put that scoring drought to an end. gdolla certainly looking to keep up the pace. An interesting defensive strategy from Psychic. He's daring gdolla to shoot right now. He's getting burned for it. He's run this strategy 3 times. He's gotten burned twice on it. Not entirely sure what his game plan is there. gdolla, again, that defense. It's been so important. In the second half, it's been a big part of this comeback. And this time, Psychic takes a transition take foul. gdolla going to get a free throw and possession. The free throw, no good, though. gdolla still going to have a chance to tie this game up for the Eagles. Psychic's had enough. It seems he's back in his regular defensive drop coverage. You see him in the purple playing the big man there down low. Some passing in the paint, not quite going to create anything. gdolla trying that cut. It's no good. Now more pick and roll action. gdolla in a bit of a straitjacket. He's got 2 seconds to make something work. A tough layup. It's not going to fall. Oh, and Psychic's got team takeover. It's not going to last too long. It's the third quarter coming to a close, but surely gdolla going to be feeling some of the hurt here. A spin move out of Psychic. He's got the mismatch on the fast break. It's 2 more points for the Eagles. Yet again, that defensive scheming we talked about. Psychic likes to throw Giannis onto the opposing team's ball handler. Let Brook Lopez cook on the big man. And an offensive 3-second violation. gdolla a little slow on the offense in the painted area. Psychic going to be able to sneak out with the last shot of this quarter. On the other end, Psychic putting Giannis at point guard creates such a headache for defenses normally, although gdolla says no thank you, gonna put a shorter guy, watch me take it. No points in the final seconds of the game, but a huge stop by gdolla keeps it close. It's a 4-point lead as we enter the fourth. gdolla's defense looking different in the second half. It's a 4-point game. He's still down, but that defense has certainly powered a large part of this comeback. Psychic more mismatch generating shenanigans. You see the smaller Michael Beasley on him, but it might just be that gdolla may only have Anthony Davis in at the moment. A smaller lineup for gdolla and the Lakers. Psychic likes to run those 2 7-footers, Giannis and Brook Lopez, next to each other, create mismatches, cover each other up on defense. It's paid dividends. gdolla's got to be able to punish it by stretching the floor, shooting that 3 ball, though he's playing it in the paint versus Psychic. Psychic's team still got team takeover. Oh, the pass to D'Angelo Russell in the corner, supposedly the open shooter, but Psychic able to get there in time. It's tied up. gdolla, Psychic up for a jump ball. Eagles versus Eagles. Who's going to win? It goes the way of the Eagles. Psychic on the fast break. Yet again, trying this Iverson play. Been trying it all game, trying to add those wrinkles to the offense here. Newer action we've seen out of Psychic this season. And now the dance moves. 1v1 versus gdolla. 4 seconds to cook with. Is he able to get all the way to the basket? He does. Is it going to go up in time? It does, barely. But Psychic able to get the rebound. gdolla sailing past. Decent contest. The only problem was that was the big man he sent flying at Chris Middleton's shot. gdolla not letting bygones be bygones. He's willing to forget that. Breakdown on defense. He comes up with a dunk immediately off the fast break. This game not over yet, but another height mismatch. Brook Lopez simply too tall. gdolla's forced to commit extra defenders. Psychic able to make him pay. Timeout for gdolla. So we enter the BRB screen again. Again, no leaks on this stream. gdolla surely not happy about the mismatches that are being generated, that Psychic has been able to generate at will. We know how much Psychic is able to generate these mismatches because of the height he has out on the court. Giannis, Brook Lopez. If you dedicate the tall guy, if you're running a small ball lineup like gdolla is, gotta make sure your defensive principles are perfect, or that you run ample height. You see the lineup adjustment out of gdolla. Mo Bamba comes in. gdolla bringing in some height to respond to Psychic. And out of the timeout, gdolla gets that cut to work. Oh, a little hesitation move. Okay. gdolla had to add a little bit of spice to that cut to the basket out of timeout play. He might have had the open dunk, but he says no thank you. Takes it back out. Little hesitation. Goes right back in for the slam. On the other side of the court, a 3-pointer out of Psychic. A huge shot brings the game wide open. It's back at 9. gdolla trying to make this maybe a tall pick and roll go to work. See Anthony Davis down low. gdolla with 7 seconds left to cook with some post moves. A little spin move. Okay. A tough release. Psychic able to recover, though. The post playmaking not quite going to go gdolla's way. And now Psychic has a chance to bring this lead to double figures. Oh, he might have an open layup here. The Lakers are swarming, but they've left Chris Middleton open. They're able to get away with it, but they've given up the rebound. Ooh, little behind the back move. Psychic almost slammed that too. Psychic trying to put a little pizzazz on the play that would have given him a double-digit lead. The hesitation out of gdolla. Psychic runs up, but no blow-by out of gdolla. Now that's straight up 5-5. Defense, 10 seconds left. You see gdolla switching to the corner just in case. Or you see Psychic switching to the corner, rather, just in case gdolla sent. That player cutting to the basket. Psychic got gdolla in a straitjacket on that play. They're not able to create a shot. It's a 24-second violation. Psychic bringing up the ball with Giannis. gdolla, he's welled up this mismatch generator. You see Anthony Davis on Giannis instead. Though Anthony Davis has been forced to switch out to Chris Middleton. And yet again, Psychic's got that mismatch generator working yet again. The Iverson play forces gdolla to bring Anthony Davis out, and just like that, just when we thought gdolla had the mismatch generator out of commission, Psychic said, you forgot about this. Interesting use of the Iverson play to force the mismatch, and gdolla again, the cut to the basket. Those defenders in the corner falling asleep for just a second. That's all gdolla needs. Psychic again, that Iverson action. Where's the foul? It's down at the level of the screen. The personal foul, still Psychic's ball. The lead's still within 9, but there's just a minute left. The turnover could be all that gdolla needs. He's got to score big here, though. Oh, the hesitation. Psychic was still running back on the fence. gdolla with a wide open shot, but it's no good. The hesitation has been paying. It's been paying dividends on that Psychic defense, but gdolla has not been able to cash out on those chances. Meanwhile, Psychic able to cash out down low. It's up to an 11-point lead with a minute left. gdolla off to the races, though. It's no good, but a foul. Certainly not a bad look, but you want to make good on these free throws. The release is late. Second one does go down. You have to wonder if it's too little, too late. Eagles looking primed to take game 1 here. They're up by 10 with 45 seconds left. It would take a Christmas miracle for gdolla here. Only problem is it's March. Psychic going to the basket gets fouled hard. They're in the bonus, but it surely might not matter. Oh, it was goaltending as well. Oh, wait, the basket is good. Psychic adding on to that lead. It's 13 now with 35 seconds left to play. gdolla brushing, dusting off that cut to the basket play. Psychic is ready this time, though. Now it's gdolla versus Psychic one-on-one in the painted area. 5 seconds left. gdolla brings the ball out, some last second pick and roll. gdolla's got 2 seconds, though. He's got to go quick. The lob almost worked. Timing was off. And the shot clock not on his side. It's another shot clock violation out of Psychic. And the Eagles up 13. They're looking primed to take game 1. Oh, a lob from Psychic. Neither team able to really figure out the lob in this last quarter of play. gdolla able to come out with a big slam dunk, but it might not. Might be too little, too late, as Psychic takes game 1 in this best of 3. Early on in this best of 3, Post University coming out on top. Psychic taking game 1, 48-37. So see if Psychic's going to give us a little peek at the box score. I imagine the big difference is going to be in those shooting numbers. Psychic was able to generate so many open looks. Oh, there it is. Thank you, King. The 3-point shooting. I mean, yeah, you look at the field goals, 6 for 7. The Lakers come out with more free throws, but they miss almost all of them. Psychic able to generate more 3-pointers. It's able to hit on more of them. A rough shooting game from both teams overall. You see it on that 3-point stat sheet. But the fast break points coming up big, 7-2. Talked about how important the defense is for the Lakers. Fortunately, Psychic was able to get the better of them in game 1. Shall see who will come out on top in game 2, ladies and gentlemen. Is it going to be post-university or is it going to be post-university? We'll be right back with that action after a quick break. And we back. We are back, ladies and gentlemen, to some post-university esports action. A new look for Psychic. Same old reliable for gdolla and his Eagles, although Psychic running a new team, running the Phoenix Suns. I don't believe we've seen him bring that out all season. I wonder if that Kevin Durant trade has motivated Psychic to look beyond the Milwaukee Bucks. Maybe a little experimentation. And early on, it's gdolla with that mismatch. But Kevin Durant, he's no slouch. An immediate timeout out of Psychic and his Suns. No leaks here. An interesting look from game 2. Psychic has employed the Milwaukee Bucks to such great effect all season. I believe it's just about the only team he's used. Get to that 4-1 record. gdolla sticking with old reliable, his Lakers. An interesting look from the post-university Eagles in game 2. Bringing out Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, the Phoenix Suns. I'm sure we'll see a similar energy out of Psychic. Kevin Durant, not the physical force that Giannis is, but a lot of height in the paint for the Phoenix Suns. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a similar energy out of Psychic. Maybe a bit more shooting. Psychic may be looking to give his team a shooting boost in game 2. We saw the shooting stats from the previous game. Maybe Psychic said, we got to get rid of Giannis. He's just not working on the offensive end. He wants a better shooter. He wants to keep that height. The Suns certainly going to be the best team to do just that. And yeah, long pause here from Psychic. The first timeouts of the game normally end up being pretty long. If any player wants to make some drastic adjustments, this is when you've got to do it. As we come back from the timeout, got to see, has Psychic figured out how to employ the mismatch generator with the Phoenix Suns? Only time will tell, but as of right now, it's Devin Booker on D'Angelo Russell, but Psychic's created an open shot. He's turned it into a fader, though. Perhaps part of why the release was a bit off, and now gdolla going back the other way. A little pick and roll. gdolla's got an open mid-range, but Psychic able to recover. Comes out of nowhere, turn that release into a difficult one. It's off the mark. Oh, Psychic, he sees Devin Booker on the cut. Devin Booker, Kevin Durant. Pick and roll, an open mid-range. Oh, this, wow. The burst of speed. I thought for sure Psychic was going to end up shooting that. gdolla thought the same. He's just like me for real. And Psychic, the burst of speed from Kevin Durant, he takes it all the way for the first 2 points of the game. gdolla, it's a pump fake. gdolla versus Psychic down low in the paint. What do they got? It's a foul. gdolla going to go to the line for 2. First one is good. This time Psychic and his Phoenix Suns are at home, so gdolla going to be on the receiving end of all the camera shake, but he makes good on the first 2 free throws. Want to see that momentum continue for gdolla if he wants to have a chance in this game. He left so many points on the free throw line to be desired, and this time he leaves the ball to Psychic. He throws a pick. Or rather, Psychic throws a pick, rather. And gdolla going back on the other end. Oh, yet again, Psychic versus gdolla down low, but gdolla looking to throw a pass. Psychic able to get a tip onto it, and it's a fast break, although seems to have mostly come to an end. More pick and roll action. The ball down low to DeAndre Ayton. It's one pump fake. Second one goes up and in. gdolla off to the races. He saw the height mismatch down on defense. That means he's got one on offense somewhere. DeAndre Ayton spending a little too much on the ground. A little too much time on the ground because of that bump. gdolla able to take that all the way to 2 points. Sheesh, and gdolla all over Psychic on that play. 2 screens. You see Psychic a red bar and gdolla having Psychic in a straitjacket this time around. But as the ball swings to Kevin Durant, a poster, Psychic catch a body. He's up 6-4. Pick and roll action from gdolla, but he's running in to Kevin Durant. He opts to reset the ball. Now the ball down to number 2 in the corner. Psychic switching off the player. He senses something is amiss. He catches gdolla on the cut. Heads up play from Psychic to realize something ain't quite right as gdolla brings the ball back out and he switches onto the paint defender. Heads up play there, and now Psychic looking to get 2 more on the other end. Nice little stop and pop from Devin Booker on the mid-range elbow. He doesn't turn it to a fader this time, and it's a green release. Now gdolla back on offense, looking to take a midi of his own, but Psychic's all over it. Yet again, the gdolla train a little slow to leave the station. However, his defense hasn't been too bad, although on the wide pick and roll, the dunker spot is left open. Psychic able to generate a slam. gdolla, what has he got cooking? It's more post action. It's a poster. Okay. Okay, gdolla. Okay, wow. Just a rise and slam out of Anthony Davis. gdolla going up big in the post. Now he's got to come up big on defense. Keep that momentum going. So far, he's got Psychic in his straight jacket, but the ball's just made it to Kevin Slim Reaper Durant. Oh, Psychic still able to keep up the pressure. A little behind the back. A tough shot from out of Devin Booker. Was wide open, but certainly not the easiest release. gdolla's got a fast break now. Like able to shut it down, although just as I say that, able to create a nice little cushion for that layup. He's brought it to a 2-point ball game as the first quarter looking to draw to a close. Psychic should end up with the last shot of the quarter. Oh, Psychic moving quickly though, plays the ball to the opposite corner. gdolla's got the cutoff. He's forced Psychic to pass it out. Now again, down to Kevin Durant. gdolla gets blown by the ball, swung into the corner. No time left on that clock, though. Big stop out of gdolla. His defensive train. We talked about the offense. Slow scoring game early in game 1. Or in game 2, rather. First quarter comes to an end. It's 10-8. The Eagles up 2. I think that gdolla train has hit a new gear as the Suns. Psychic wants a timeout. Maybe not happy with how close game 2 has been. gdolla early on in this game, but to keep it a close contest. Got to see that momentum continue. It was a close game at the end of the first in the previous match, but it was in the second quarter where Psychic, that energy, that momentum, he kept going. He had enough fuel in the tank. Through that second quarter, he was able to create such a big lead. Put gdolla in a straitjacket. They were in a bit of a scoring drought to start the second quarter. gdolla's got to come out with a different level of energy, keep this game close. If he wants to do so, he's got to start on the defensive end. Psychic's got the ball. More double screening action, trying to spring Devin Booker free. He gets to the painted area, but he passes it out. It's an offensive 3-second violation. gdolla's got the ball back in his hands. Psychic was able to get all the way to the paint, but he resets. Might have been why his big fella was stuck in the paint for a little too long, and it's another timeout being called here. Lakers using their first timeout of this game. And gdolla0's got another one of those out of timeout magic plays in his back pocket. Time will tell. Get back into the action. gdolla0 taking the ball up the court. You see Psychic, he's playing the big man. He knows about this cut to the basket play. He doesn't want to let it go, but he might have. He goes to pump fake. gdolla0, that's the simple cut to the basket and score. gdolla0's got wrinkles. There's layers to this onion, ladies and gentlemen. gdolla0 showing them all off. It's a little too much for Psychic to handle. So on the other end, he responds with a three-pointer. It's a perfect release. gdolla0, a highlight on one end. Psychic would create 3 points on the other. Psychic versus gdolla0, one-on-one matchup. Another cut and another slam. Heads up plays out of gdolla0. He knows. You see Psychic on the one-on-one. You're worried about me. You got to worry about the guy cutting. Psychic maybe caught a whiff of it, but he switches to the wrong guy. Oh, gdolla0 went all in for that steal, and it's a break down the ball. Ping-ponging around the court, but the pass out of the shot, not going to go. gdolla0 running the other end. It's Anthony Davis. He sees, I believe that's Hachimura, number 28 on the cut. He's going to pass the ball out. And this time, gdolla0 is the one with that mismatch generator. Another slam. gdolla0 using Anthony Davis to great effect. No LeBron out there on the court. So gdolla0 perhaps could have used LeBron out there on defense. Psychic able to generate another three-point bomb. Certainly a wrinkle I forgot to mention in this game. gdolla0's Lakers going to be without LeBron, although I'm sure everyone at home already able to notice that. gdolla0 got a close game without the king on his side, though. 5 seconds left. He brings the ball to AD. It's an open shot. Timing a little off, though. Psychic going to go on the other end. Pick and roll action. Psychics loved this play. I think gdolla0's had a pretty good read on it. It's only when the play has really broken down that Psychic's been able to create some action off of it. Yeah, we've seen this movie a ton of times before. It's once the ball gets into Kevin Durant's hands that the play really starts to heat up, although the needle threaded. gdolla0 creating another slam on that fast break. What a pass. See Anthony Davis streaking down the court. They're able to get it to him. This time Psychic with that Iverson action. Oh, gdolla0. He's got the shorter player on Kevin Durant. No matter. He picks his pocket. Now off the fast break. Psychic versus gdolla0. May have a bit of a slam. Opts to take the post fade. Instead, he's brought the ball out to the corner. gdolla0 in a foot race. The lob. It's good. Okay. A highlight reel slam to tie this game up at 18 apiece. The Eagles and the Eagles going at it in game 2, ladies and gentlemen. Ball makes it to DeAndre Ayton. gdolla0 all over that, though. He's forced to kick out. It's a wide open three-pointer. It's green. Shooting from Psychic reached a higher level in this game. I feel like he's creating the same quality of shot, but just this time he's converting on these open releases. gdolla0, the ball ping-ponging, but it's right back where it started with D'Angelo Russell. gdolla0 1v1 versus Psychic. The spin move. Oh, it's no good. Psychic able to recover. Now he's got a fast break. gdolla0 swarming. He's got to shore up these holes in the defense. He can't do so in time. He gives up a foul and one. The free throw is good. Close game, but it's ballooned up the lead just a bit. Psychic's got a 6-point advantage, though a nice pass out. It's a foul. Psychic got there in time, but maybe jumped a little too late, or maybe a little too early, perhaps. Jumping a little too far. gdolla0 goes to the line for 3 free throws, but he misses the first one. Oh, and he misses the second one as well. These are killer for gdolla0 right now. He converts on the third. It's green. gdolla0 goes 1 for 3 at the line. We saw how many points he gave up at the free throw line. He was 2 for 9 in the last game. You're just joining us, ladies and gentlemen, and Psychic forcing gdolla onto the line, and he comes up big because of it. gdolla only goes 1 for 3. On the other end, Psychic trying to create more open 3-point shots. He does, but it's off target. Crisis averted for gdolla in his defense. It's Lakers ball. Slow roll out of gdolla. Wise play. Save as much time as you can. Although Psychic's having none of that. He brings Paul up immediately. gdolla had a bit of a height advantage, but maybe not as much as he thought. And Psychic thought he had the pass for free, although maybe not as much as he thought. He gives the ball right back to the Eagles. Just to say that, the Eagles give the ball back to the Eagles. They miss the 3-pointer, and now Psychic's going to have the last shot of the game. The hesitation move, it's a layup, but it's too late. Crisis averted. But Psychic still got a 5-point lead in this game. Interesting substitution. Psychic staggering his lineup, brings Chris Paul up with the bench unit. Maybe he's done a bit more theory crafting with this lineup than I'm giving him any credit for here. Trying to create some offense with this second unit. He's got past one, the pick and roll, the shot in the paint, a rough shot, but a foul given up by gdolla. Psychic going to the line for 2. Oh, the second one's no good. gdolla on the fast break. He's made it to the painted area. Yet again, he's made it into Psychic. How is he going to get it past him this time? Opts to go over the top. It's no good. gdolla not able to find the big slam out of Anthony Davis he was earlier in this game. That mismatch generator for Psychic running to full effect. It creates him an open 3. He's not able to capitalize. gdolla able to get away with murder. But is he able to create some magic here on offense? Oh, an open 3-pointer. That's too simple. Maybe a little too simple for gdolla. Another open shot created, but that one's off target as well. Psychic goes the other way. Both teams in a bit of a shooting slump this second quarter, though. Psychic, the step back, creating a little space. Oh, a big jump in the paint that could have been bad. Psychic able to convert after. gdolla had some time to recover, but the jump taking him a little too far out of position. He gives up a slam. Oh, little reverse. Psychic's all over it. He says, no, it's blocked. No, thank you, sir. Although gdolla, oh. Psychic nearly going coast to coast. A highlight on both ends, almost. gdolla says no. Now it's an 8-point game. gdolla looking for signs of life on offense. You don't want to let Psychic get that double-digit lead. Some crossover action. He's in the paint, but he's running into Suns defenders all the same. Oh, the cut to the basket. It's a small on a small. No emphatic slam, but gdolla's happy with 2 points to keep this game close. It's a 6-point game at the moment. Oh, height mismatch. So gdolla able to recover. Chris Paul open on the mid-range. The ball ping-pongs. They find the open man. It's off target. Oh, gdolla on the fast break, but it's run into the Suns defender. Ooh, little crossover. No good. He plays the ball into the corner. What is gdolla cooking, ladies and gentlemen? He's got 7 seconds to bring this dish out for us to marvel at. It's a post attack. It's not gonna go. Excuse me. As gdolla brings the ball out, the 3-pointer, no good. Both teams in a bit of a staring contest right now. Neither one really able to score. Oh, Psychic, that mismatch generator yet again. He's created an open 3-point shot in the corner, but he opts not to take it on the drive. 5 seconds left. Oh, gdolla's got to pick his poison. No way. A killer 3 from Psychic at the buzzer. I thought gdolla played that possession basically perfectly. He forced Psychic into a tough shot right as the buzzer sounded, but not to be. Psychic with some last-second heroics. The Eagles up 9. Such a killer shot, and Psychic sniffs out the cut to the basket. He comes out with a steal this time. Psychic able to detect the gdolla's pet play and make him pay for it. He's got a 9-point lead. He's got a chance to bring it to double figures on this possession. It's a pick and roll action. CP3. Number 11, whose name I admittedly do not know. Psychic not able to get the ball to fall, though on the second chance. It's no good either. Okay. Interesting. The first layup no good. The second one not able to fall either. gdolla going all the way. Layup no good. But he's fouled, and yet again I got the teams wrong. Hey, excuse me. No, I do have them correctly. gdolla is able to get all the way. Excuse me again. And gdolla making good on both free throws. That's what we want. That's the energy we want to see out of gdolla. He's been sent to the line his fair share in this game. He's had some struggles at the free throw line, though. Now Psychic looking for his turn. A post touch is a double clutch. I don't know how necessary that was, but Psychic gets it to go. That was an interesting play out of Psychic. The double clutch wide open layup. Not sure if that was a misinput or maybe he misread the play, but it doesn't matter. He comes up with 2 points all the same, and he gets the stop on defense. Psychic again with a chance to bring this game into double figures if he scores on this play. Oh, a tough layup. Psychic all over it. On the rebound, however. The rebound or the putback not able to go. He's created a mid-range for himself. It's a tough shot. Yet again, Psychic's come up with the rebound, and he's going to have the last shot of this quarter. So he's going to waste no time getting into the action. He creates a wide open layup. It's an 11-point lead for Psychic and the Suns. He's got a second left to work with. Open shot, but it's no good. Psychic up double digits as we enter the fourth quarter. And the Eagles looking primed to take this game. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, we have a mirror match on our hands. It's your post-University Eagles versus your post-University Eagles. Psychic winning Game 1 with the Milwaukee Bucks, bringing the new look Suns in Game 2. A big stop there to keep the lead in double figures. And Psychic, your post-University Eagles looking primed to take Game 2 as well. gdolla going to need a different type of energy on offense and defense in this fourth quarter, but a rough start out of gdolla. Psychic with a green release. Bring the lead to 13. gdolla on offense. What is this man cooking? Sizing up the defender. No pick and roll, just one-on-one action. He's gone to the post. He's got 2.7 seconds left, though. He can't get too greedy with his shot selection. He's forced to take a bad one. A tough shot. gdolla might have spent too much time trying to find the perfect play on that possession, and Psychic going the other way. Oh, gdolla read the play. Although Psychic takes the ball right back. We have some chaos on the field. 2 consecutive turnovers. Ball going right back to Psychic and his Suns. gdolla had read the pet play, that Iverson, that double screening action rather, that Psychic's been running this whole game. Ooh. Forget the analysis. Psychic almost threw down a mean reverse jam, but he's fouled. Sheesh, Psychic. Almost another play for the highlight reel from him, but he's happy with a perfect 2-for-2 trip to the charity stripe. And he's up big, up 15 in this second game of our best of 3 action tonight. Now gdolla, he's opting to play the pick and roll. A shot, turns it into a pass, and turns it into 2 points. Nice play. Pick and roll has certainly been one of gdolla's bigger weapons on offense. As for Psychic, it's been this double screening, this Iverson action. Well, this time the play is no good. The ball ends up into Kevin Durant. So many good things have happened when it's ended in his hands. Not this time, though. gdolla says, no, thank you. And the fader is no good. Now he's on the fast break. The fast break layup, no good. But gdolla at the line for 2. Seen him struggle from the charity stripe in this game, but able to convert those two. And there, those struggles, they show themselves again. He misses the second. Psychic on offense. That Iverson action. This time it's to spring Kevin Durant free. Isn't quite able to do so. Runs into a wave of yellow. And D'Angelo Russell runs into Devin Booker. It's a blocking foul. No Psychic's ball. Psychic, he's got 10 seconds left to cook. More Iverson action. Kevin Durant in the paint, 4 seconds left. A fader on 2 defenders. No matter though. Psychic with the offensive rebound. He'll get a chance to reset. Some behind the back action. It's not quite going to go Psychic's way, but he makes it to the paint touch. Ball back out to Kevin Durant. The shot no good. Again, gdolla able to corral the rebound. Big stop by gdolla, but he's got to create something on the offensive end. He's got to show some signs of life here. Opts to bring the ball out. 8 seconds left. The cut to the basket. No good. Psychics read the play yet again, and gdolla pays for it. He throws a pick. Meanwhile, Psychic on offense, he's every single point he scores could be the dagger. He's not gonna need a big stop on defense, but he's got to stop that man, Kevin Durant, on a fader. 2 seconds, a little post spin move. It's good. Psychic makes good on some Kevin Durant post move action. And the Eagles are up big. Your post University Eagles up big in this game. They're up 14. gdolla on the other end, layup no good. Psychic looking primed to take this mirror match home for the post University Eagles. Up fader. An interesting jumper in the mid-range. Psychic knocks it down all the same. This lead up to 16 points. Oh, the cut to the basket turns it into a little mid-range jump shot, but that's no good. gdolla struggling on offense. Meanwhile, Psychic's firing on all cylinders in the last quarter of play. Well, Psychic more spin move action. The height mismatch, he's technically got it, or he's literally got it, but he opts not to play it. He passes the ball around. gdolla stuffs that ball out. Might be too little, too late. gdolla on offense with 30 seconds left. Oh, surely a wide open layup. It goes through. gdolla, a little run around. Doesn't even have to worry about any big men in the paint. An open layup, and he converts. Meanwhile, Psychic red barring in the back of in the half court. gdolla all over him, and now Psychic out to Kevin Durant. A little step back 3-pointer. It's good. No way. No way. Psychic with a little dance moves to exit the second game. Trying to get us out of here in style, ladies and gentlemen. Sheesh. Oh, the shot goes up. Turns it into a pass, and that's all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. Psychic, your post-University Eagles take down the post-University Eagles. Psychic takes down gdolla 2-0 in a clean sweep. So dominant in that second game. Surely the Suns, not the team he's been using all season, but in this game, he uses it to such great effect. Look at this efficiency, 55, 50, 80%. We talked about the shooting boost that the Phoenix Suns can provide, and we're seeing exhibit A of just that here. Night and day shooting splits out of Psychic and the Suns compared to Psychic and the Milwaukee Bucks. Surely he's powered by that emphatic offense, that defense that's been as strong as it's been all season. He takes down gdolla in this post-University mirror match. That does it. That just about does it for all of our coverage of the action or the post-University Eagles NBA 2K squad here. His Psychic again takes down gdolla in a 2-0 sweep. However, ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. Just a second, we're going to be taking you all to our main channel. We're going to be delivering a raid to our Valorant squad. Go send them some support, ladies and gentlemen. But that just about does it for me. I've been Sandwich. Hope you've all enjoyed this post-University NBA 2K mirror match. We hope to see you all soon.